Alright boys, I got a weird video today. I'm going to be comparing Cold War and Modern Warfare. I honestly think Modern Warfare is a good measuring stick for Cold War, not only because they run on a similar engine, the revamped engine, but because Modern Warfare is like now the new modern Call of Duty. I know that's weird to say, but it had so many great sells, and we all knew that Modern Warfare was going to have a huge impact on how Cold War was going to be, how many elephants, I almost said, how many elements that it just took from Modern Warfare and previous Treyarch games as well. It's a lot different than most Call of Duties because it kind of gives me like that World at War, COD 4 type vibes, like the relationship between those games and the relationship between Cold War and Modern Warfare, just because they borrow so much from each other. Especially World at War and COD 4, where it's just you knew that COD 4 was going to change shit for the better, and Modern Warfare was going to change shit, unfortunately, for the worse, in my opinion. I know people like that game, but I am not one of those people. So I kind of just want to compare some things like map design, snipers, time to kill, and all that other shit, and just kind of come to the conclusion as to how I think Cold War is better. Because, spoiler alert, I like Cold War a lot fucking more than Modern Warfare. And that's not really saying much. I mean, I don't like Modern Warfare whatsoever. I would literally rather play Blue and Tower Defense, and that's no troll whenever I say that. So we're going to start with the number one most important thing, in my opinion, when it comes to video games, is the maps. We're going to talk about the quantity of maps and the quality of maps. Obviously, the quantity in Cold War is really, really, really fucking bad. Like, it is kind of upsetting how bad it is. We have 8 launch maps, which is absolutely pitiful. I'm trying to think of all the maps we have. We've got Moscow, Garrison, Armada, Crossroads, fucking Miami, Cartel, Satellite. I think that's all of them. And Satellite's bearable. Checkmate's bearable. I forgot Checkmate. Checkmate's bearable. And Moscow is actually a pretty good map. I would consider that good by most game standards. As long as we're not talking about BO2, BO1, and Advanced Warfare, I would consider that map to be good by Call of Duty standards. But all the other maps, they're just bearable to just not fucking bearable. The two unbearable maps for me are Cartel, Garrison, and then like Miami is like borderline unbearable in my opinion. But other than that, they're okay. We just don't have a lot, which is super upsetting. Honestly, we don't have a lot, and that is the worst part about it for sure. Even though the map design isn't up to par with previous Call of Duties, excluding Modern Warfare, the maps we did get are bearable, in my opinion. Just not anything special. And then we go to Modern Warfare, which has a decent quantity. I don't really know how many maps it has off Dome, but man, the quality is by far the worst fucking maps in the series, and it's not even close. You know, before this, everyone was riffing Ghost. People were even riffing Advanced Warfare. But man, the maps in this game are so bad. They're so bad that there is not a single good map in the game. The best map in the game is probably the remake of Crash, and it's like, dude, the remake of Crash is nothing like the remake or the Crash in COD 4. Not even fucking close. Not even in the same fucking stratosphere, universe, fucking galaxy, solar system. They're not close. And that's the best map in that game. You have remade maps like fucking Rust and Shipment, which play like absolute dog shit. Then you have launch maps that came with the game, like Azir Cave, and that map is pitiful, absolutely pitiful. And then you have attempts at good Call of Duty maps like Hackney Yard and that one train map. What the fuck's that train map? You guys know what I'm talking about. Garbage fucking maps. Straight garbage fucking maps. And you can tell, like, with those maps, they were attempting to make good Call of Duty maps, and they fucking failed. And obviously, the stereotypical one to riff is Piccadilly, but I feel like that was the best launch map. Again, garbage-ass map. Complete garbage, but it was definitely the best in that game, in my opinion. Even with the remade maps. The launch map, best launch map was Piccadilly. The best remake was Crash. I almost forgot the name of it for a second. So even though there's a disparity in the quantity, even though it's not a big margin or anything, Cold War definitely takes this one. 100%. You just... Modern Warfare could have launched with 155,000 maps and Cold War would still take it, because out of those 155,000 maps, 155,000 of those would have been unfucking playable, but by the standard of Modern Warfare maps design. So, I mean, I don't even have to think about it. Even though I don't like a lot of maps in Cold War, it just shows you how bad the fucking map design is in Modern Warfare. And then we move on to snipers, the second most important thing. And honestly, this is one that I kind of like. I'll go ahead and say which one I prefer. I obviously prefer Cold War because it's got the LW3, a remake of the L96, which is my favorite sniper of all time. But the Barrett is complete garbage, and I haven't even used the Barrett. I use it in zombies, that's it, and I picked it up on a streak a couple times. And the Pellington is unbearable as well, man. It gets so many hit markers. I can't stand that fucking gun. I honestly can't stand that gun. The only gun that I can stand in Cold War is LW3. And the only reason why I personally give the slight edge to the snipers in Cold War is, again, just because I love the L96 so much. Like, that's it. It's just one sniper that wins it over. But in Modern Warfare, you've got the AX50, which I do like. You've got the HDR, which I do like. And I know you have the Dragunov and the R700. I never use the R700, by the way. And you have the Kar 98, which I'm going to throw in there because I know it's a marksman rifle, but it is literally and factually a sniper rifle. Like, it is real life sniper rifle shit. I don't know why it's in the marksman. It behaves like a better version of a sniper rifle, and it's in the marksman category. ADS is faster. So I think that the AX50 and the HDR, and even to the Kar 98 to an extent, are all better than all the snipers except for the L96. I know they're not as fast as the Pellington or the Barrett, or as accurate, really, but they hit harder, and that's the most important fucking thing to me. I will take damage over accuracy and speed every day of the week, and that's just my opinion. So it's definitely gonna... I don't know, man. I don't know, because it's like, man, I'm choosing one sniper over three of them. 3 bold actions. Because I do like all 3 bolt actions. Like, I don't think any of them are bad in the context of that game. And I had a lot of fun in Modern Warfare. Or I didn't have a lot of fun in Modern Warfare. I had some fun messing around with the gunsmith, which I actually think is better in Modern Warfare. As far as, like, the attachments go. Like, I don't necessarily like how the attachments work, where they just... They make such a big effect on your weapon. But I do think the gunsmith is cooler in Modern Warfare, and you can kit, like, secret weapons and whatnot. But man, the L96, I think I'm sticking with my my original conclusion that I do like the Cold War snipers a bit more, just by a hair. Even though I like the L96 way more than every fucking gun in that game, it just wins by a hair. So what is that? 2-0 maps and snipers go to fucking Cold War, and then we're gonna come to the gun balance and time to kill. I'm gonna kind of group these in together and into one category. And this is just, I'm not even going to fucking talk about it. The time to kill and the weapon balance in Modern Warfare is some of the worst we've seen in the entire series. The time to kill is the fastest in the series. It's absolutely fucking putrid. And the time to kill, equipped with the movement in the game, where you cannot dodge gunfire for shit because the movement is so slow and so clunky. That if you get hit once, buddy, you're done for. It's over. If you get hit once, you either pull that shit up to your eyelids so goddamn fast and snipe them, or you die, because you ain't getting out of the gunfire in that game. And that's what really annoyed me about that game. One of my least favorite thing about that game. Man, the time to kill is just pissing me off thinking about it. But then you have the gun balance in the game, and the gun balance was garbage as well. Downright fucking garbage. When the game launched, it was M4 and 725 for like 5-6 months, and then it was GRAW, and then it's the I guess all the Warzone streamers refer to it as the doof. I don't know what the shotgun is, but it's got like a dragon breath incendiary type shit going on. So yeah, I mean, that game gets like an F in the fucking gun balance and time to kill category, especially the game was so easy. with a time to kill like that, that's just a bad fucking recipe for a game flow. Then we get to Cold War, which I think technically it has the same time to kill, or we have the same HP in Cold War as we did in BO4. But I'll be honest, it feels like a lot faster. Like, I feel like I'm dying a lot faster in Cold War. The weapons are just as easy to use in Cold War as they are in Modern Warfare. I feel like it's impossible to miss with an automatic weapon. I don't see people missing with automatic. There's never like you run into a room and someone's spraying and they're missing bullets. Or like if you walk into a room and your teammate's getting lasered and you don't pull that scope up fast enough, which you won't, by the way, they will just fucking lock onto you immediately. As soon as they end up putting your teammate in the dirt, you're fucking following close behind. That's one thing I learned about that game. But it's hard to lose to Modern Warfare in any aspect, but especially this aspect, man. And the gun balance is pretty okay in Cold War. I mean, the MP5 caught a nerf. It was clearly the best. But then a lot of weapons are really good, like the M16 a lot of people are using, but a lot of people are using the AUG, the XM4. And although I think these guns are really powerful, they're all good. The 74U is usable, the Milano. All these guns are really fucking good. And although I think some of them are too powerful and none of them are like head and shoulder, none of them are the 7.25 compared to some of the shotguns in that game. None of them are the launch M4 compared to like an AK-47. Like, you don't really have that in this game. But you had that in Modern Warfare. So I honestly think that this category is just a clear steal for Cold War. So the three most important things to me, Cold War takes by a wide margin, except for maybe snipers. Cat, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell? Cat just fucking started attacking me out of nowhere. So yeah, I think this is a clear victory and showcase for Cold War. I don't think the games are close, even though Cold War, in my opinion, is kind of like BO4 mixed with Modern Warfare, like an exact fusion of the two games, which happen to be my two least favorite Call of Duties. I think that Modern Warfare is the only COD that I can safely say is worse than Cold War, or Cold War is a lot better than Modern Warfare, and I know that for a fact. Like, I can't tell you that it's better than BO4 or any other Call of Duty, but I know that Cold War is better than Modern Warfare. And I've seen on Twitter people saying that Modern Warfare is better. I don't know how the fuck you can. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, if that's your preference, you like Modern Warfare more, you can be wrong. That's cool. But I don't know. Cold War just feels like a far superior game. And I'm playing it on last gen, so that should say something. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. That's just my opinion. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.